It's Friday, so as we have discussed throughout the week on the basics of Python, this actually Friday we kept it for some question answer sessions. So you can ask me the questions and I will try to answer those. But there are not much questions in the chat also, there is no question, and the questions whatever has come in the comment section of various other videos, they are on the advanced topics, so maybe not be suitable. Okay, I individually I answered them below that, below the comments I replied to that, but they are not from the basics of Python. They are from the Kinter applications, the pandas, some PDF generation. There are many other applications where I am getting the question. So all the videos are there. So incidentally, nothing is there on the basics of Python or what you are. So I will just I'm thinking we'll summarize all those things whatever we have studied this week and in the what we are going to study in the next week. And if you have any feedback or anything to give me, tell me whether I am too fast, too slow, or I am going very basic, I should move on. You are please help me giving me all those feedbacks, so accordingly we'll change. And one more thing is we are intentionally going bit slow and learning the Python basics. So advanced topics, if you are aware. Now, sorry, let me close some of my windows and yeah, I am here. So we started learning our variables. Then in the variable, in this page in particularly, you will get a video also, and further if you scroll down, all the codes, explanation, everything is there. You can in one by one you can just recap or practice this since, and at the end the GitHub link is there and the questions are also there. Don't forget to try to answer these questions. So, and here the live session whatever we took this on Monday, so that link is there. Now all the time below that also check our live session on basics of Python. You can go there, all the entire syllabus or it is there, this list, and below that all the links are there. So you can get the links to all the live sessions. So you can start or you can refer this to your friends to study that. Let me just come back to variable section again. So here it is, that it is on one of the sessions whatever we have seen, that particular one is on variable. So that we had discussed that. Then GitHub link I have already told you, you can entire source code, click this link. Once you click this, you will be taken to a GitHub page. Here you can download the entire source code, you can use it, and or open in Colab. Colab is the Google's cloud platform. We have already discussed this. Click this. You just need a Gmail account. Keep logged into your Gmail account and use the Colab. So you will be able to use the Google's environment where Python, everything is preloaded and it is available for you to use it. And that files, whatever you will create, you will be available in the cloud platform. Let me come back again. Find GitHub, then try the questions. Now let's see what else. Then we move and we have gone to the what are the reserved words. So what happens? These are the reserved words. There are 35 reserved words are there. So better not to use this word because this is works for internally for Python. So Python use these words. Let's say true and false. And remember that these are case sensitive. So true starting with uppercase T is not same as true starting with lowercase. So the true or false, when the first character is uppercase, it's a reserved word. Where first character is a lowercase, it's not a reserved word. But it is better avoid this thing because it creates confusion. Fine, we have studied the reserved words. Then what are the we have gone to our functions. Then some questions are here also, and the live session link is also there. Then we have variables. Then we move to our user defined functions. There are two types of functions are there. I think let me just built-in functions. Okay, built-in functions we didn't discuss it. I am just sorry, we have not studied the user defined, we have focused on the built-in functions. So here is a big list of built-in functions. How many are there in total? So these built-in functions are readily available for us without importing any external library or anything. These are available to us for our use. You can see that there are 158 built-in functions available for us. These functions are commonly used codes like sum, int, str, converting a string to integer, integer to or a float to integer. All these common requirements Python has given us as built-in functions, and these built-in functions we can use it. But in our application where we are using it, we should avoid the using our variables name as built-in function name. Say int or int, which converts a string to a integer, is a built-in function. Now if I will declare int equal to say 55, that means I am using it as a variable. That will create confusion and it will generate an error message subsequently when my intention was to use it as a function. So what happens is, this is the way there will be a conflict, and so it is better to avoid this all these reserved words, built-in functions. Then how to know that these variables, whatever I am using, is a reserved word or a built-in function? For that, small techniques, very easy to techniques, and all these built-in functions and reserved words are English-like words, so you can easily avoid it. Another better way, it's a good practice to use a prefix specific to you. Say I am storing a marks and summing it up. So I have a function where I named it as my underscore sum. So all my functions I use a my underscore, then my underscore school, my underscore name, or my underscore data, or my underscore reset, because I don't use a reset because reset can be confusing because it's a very commonly used. So once I use it my underscore, then I am quite sure that this particular one is I have created only. So it is not anywhere, it is not a built-in function, neither a reserved word or nothing. Similarly, say you are storing some customer data, so better to use customer first name, customer underscore you keep it, customer underscore address, customer underscore say user ID, customer underscore total, customer underscore address. So this way you know what this meaning of this variable is. So that way it's helpful. Say if we often use a equal to 5, b equal to 10, what is a plus b? If the code is some 4-5 lines, there is no problem, we can use a, b, c, d or x, y, z. But if it is a bigger application, so it is very, if you use a equal to something, then you have to read again where else, what is the a's purpose and where it is declared first. So that is why use a descriptive variable and avoid the reserved words and keywords. So all these things we have discussed, and this is a nice explanation. Can I use a built-in function as variable name? Here are the answers for that, why you should not use, and what you have discussed, those things are written here. And once again, the GitHub link is there. I will be updating the live session link at the bottom. So this is about the built-in functions, reserved words, variables. All this week we have discussed, and I have not received any questions so far. So hope you can continue. Now next week, when you start from a Monday, in fact I can come tomorrow also live session, but there will not be any structured study on basics. So you can put your questions, anything. I often come online and discuss the questions with others. So next week we'll discuss about loops, if else, all this basic structure where it helps in developing program. Then we'll move some developing small applications. You can take it as a small projects also. Very easy. What is Armstrong number, Fibonacci series, all these things. How to create a table. Because with the loop, once we understand the loops, once we understand the if else, that logic conditions, then many small applications we can develop. What's the Armstrong number, create a loop, reverse a digit. I will give you enter a number, sum of all the digits and give the value. So this will give you a lot of practice, because once you start doing this sort of thing, you will thoroughly understand how a loop works. What's the difference between a for loop and a while loop? When you will use a do while loop? What is a if else condition? then how to handle the error messages, how to debug it. So all those ideas you will get it. And definitely you will initially there will be a lot of errors also, because errors as the how to understand the errors, so where the mistake is, we'll discuss it in the next week. So that's all, and I hope you are even in you if you are getting any doubt in future also while listening this, or by doing you can do a revision. All links are available, and if you have any doubt, suggestion, or a better way of doing anything, you can please suggest it. And one more thing, we have also downloaded some codes and run it in our Visual Studio Code. Hope you can use your own IDE. We have also discussed about the various IDEs. So this and we have seen that how the local in my system in the Visual Studio Code we have executed that. You can also use that whatever IDE you are using. It can be a PyCharm, it's a Atom, many IDEs are there. Basic IDEs what comes with Python also, you can use that. What we are using is Colab because it is very easy to share. Any Colab, let me just show you once again. So here in the Colab, you can see this thing, this is a Colab sheet. Each cell I can execute separately and get the answer. So I can also file, then I can move here, download as IPYNB. This is a Jupyter file, or .py. This is a Python file. I can run it in command prompt also. So this .py file we have downloaded and opened it in Visual Studio. So the code will absolutely work in either in Colab or in Visual Studio or in your IDE, whatever you are using or editor you are using. Use a better IDE. So you can see here the syntax, all these comments are in different colors. So these colors codes are there, and in fact you can set the color different colors also. So while typing also, if by mistake if you are used a reserved word, the color will be different. You just see here, you can see the DEF, though I have my intention is to generate an error here because diff I should not use it as a variable. I am using it, but you can just see, let me just remove the, okay, you can see the color is in blue color because the reason is this is it internally it identified that diff is a this is a reserved word, it's not available and I should not use it. That's all this week, friends. So we are almost over. Next week we'll try all these loops and whatever the if else loops, everything will, so right from the basics will start. We'll use the Colab platform, but never think that it is a Colab, you must use Colab. No, Colab is easy because you can download the source code, you can share with your friends. Here is a share button, you can see top right share button is there. If you can check that independently and you can share it to a friend, or you can even, and another biggest advantage is if the code works in my Colab, it will going to work in your Colab because it's a cloud platform, there is no separate installation. So that's the big advantage for using Colab. So but still you can download it, use it any IDE you are using it. That's all. Next week we'll move to a bit more topics we'll cover, and once again my request is please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you'll be notified as and when we are adding these tutorials, these live sessions, everything you will come to know. And please don't hesitate to share this with your friends, and thank you for watching.